In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees. Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
So these are my new digs. Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now. Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back, it's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Coleo what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle, king of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking. I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Come in.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Gallian Militia enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Gallian Militia enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am.
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am.
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today. But you still have time. Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgrees. They'll be your new home. So get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
Yeah. Yay! Now we have our... I guess our... base? Base.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for? Huh? Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you? I knew it! Man, I've heard about you. That evacuation at Brule was just... wow! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro. What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar. Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man! Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic. Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy. So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today? We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment. And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank. Of course, research expenses aren't cheap. With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them. For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs. Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in any time and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
About outfitting tanks. Development work happen, but you can upgrade your tank, you can upgrade its defense, its offense, and whatever slight perks you want to give your tank. So yeah, and a lot of the pretty much your base offense and defense, those are pretty much free. I mean, they cost money, but and pretty much anything like increased accuracy, ammunition, increasingly the little blue radiator on your back defense, those have blocks, and you have a 4x3 square for how much you want to block. That I could have made that better. But yeah, you have a tiny square. It does get bigger. But yeah, you can pretty much just... Oh, I left.
We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow what's out of reach today. Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
Thanks, Kreese.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
Thanks, Leon. I accidentally left. Let's get back. Yeah. So pretty much you can upgrade any weapons you have. Most upgrades are pretty good.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
So yeah, you can upgrade. You see what the upgrade does, how much it costs. Yeah. Pretty much you want to get upgrades as you can. And upgrades pretty much become available at certain parts of the story. Pretty much you just want to upgrade everything when you can. And eventually you do get options for how you want to be more specific with your upgrades, but that's when it comes. And you can see what types of weapons you'll be dealing with.
Here you go, bro.
Thanks, bro. I mean, now you pretty much just have... And yeah, weapons increase your offense, uniforms increase your defense. Get these while you can. Get these when you can, as soon as you can, because just it helps. So yeah, you have 2 types of armors.
Here you go.
Those are class specific. And yeah, you can upgrade the tank. So yeah, this increases the range of the gun, which just means
It's
it
done.
helps.
This one's perfect, bro.
So yeah, and this one increases the defense. This really is only for
Here you go, bro.
anti-tank weapons and stuff. So yeah, this... Yeah, these are the block things. So yeah, this increases the tread HP, this increases the critical defense. But to be honest, and this increases accuracy, which I'm gonna get immediately, because just accuracy out of the game is so bad for basically all the weapons. So yeah, and I have 10 monies to my name.
Come back again.
I blame that B-wank I got. So yeah, you have your barracks, which I probably should have clicked on first, and these allow you to see what you can do. Allows you to change equipment, which I don't have, and it also allows you to see the more specific parts of your unit. Well, I should get into this a little later, but yeah. Everyone you have pretty much has the unique perks, but yeah. And this is the training field.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape. Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now! All right, now I'll show you lowlives how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go. Train all you want. I've got all day.
So yeah, leveling up. You pretty much have classes and characters and units are pretty much described to one of these 5 characters. But classes, words, so yeah. As we see here, we have Alicia, who classifies as a scout, Bridget Stark, who classifies as a shock trooper, and Largo Polo, who is a lancer. Yeah, you pretty much get most of these. You pretty much have, at least always have at least a few of every single class in the game, and you want to try and balance these out. Some classes take more than others, but yeah, the more you level up, the better it get. You get more HP.
Bullet! No pain, no gain.
I think you just get more HP and more accuracy as you level up, and I think you get
Good work,
some
maggots.
attack
You're
power.
one level closer to human.
Okay, thanks, Jordan Sabat.
Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Lancers. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Snipers.
So yeah, leveling up costs experience points, and sometimes it is set. It's just the game doesn't tell you. Sometimes you level up, you get bonuses. So yeah, I'm just generally, yeah, I'm just gonna level up the shock troopers again because why not? Because I
I
can.
got no use for tears. Sweat! 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 Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human. Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the shock troopers.
Oh, yay, that worked. I wasn't expecting anything, but yeah.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience. Oh, and there's one more thing to add. Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them. You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order. Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic, a real golden oldie.
You have learned Evade Boost. This order raises 1 ally's evasion skills.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail. It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad. The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt. I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time.
Oh, I skipped it by accident, but you get the point. You get it. Yeah, the only thing left is the command room.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad. You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards. That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out. Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up. They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets. Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank. They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars. Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback. Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site. They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it. Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators. Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance. You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for. That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
So yeah. So now we have access to the squad list. Pretty much you have 20 slots for characters, and it's your job to make sure they're balanced. Scouts and basically scouts can run the farthest per action. They can see the farthest, and they're pretty much just stuck to one type of weapon. So yeah, they aren't So scouts are morely basically just used for one-on-one combat scenarios and pretty much just gathering room to make sure your shock troopers don't die immediately when turning a corner. Shock troopers, they're pretty much the best option for most attacking situations. They can take damage, they have high HP, they run a medium amount of distance. So yeah, they do good stuff. And then the Lancers, these do one thing and one thing only, kill tanks. And even then it takes like halfway through the game for them to actually start getting good. So yeah. So yeah, they take care of tanks, nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, as Captain explained. They don't run far, they have limited animation, and they are generally just not great. Engineers, they are useful. They can repair broken sandbags, pretty much. They're also they're the only means to repair the tank. They have better healing. They can refill ammunition like grenades and the Lance's ammo. Yeah, and their offense is pretty much just weaker scout. So yeah, they're really good. And snipers also take halfway through the game to start getting good. But yeah, yeah, snipers, they snipe at range. That's it. That's all they're good for. Yeah. And also they can barely run, which is great.
My name is Cesare Regard, and I'll handle things my own way, thank you.
Yeah, and they all have the little voice lines, but yeah.
Hello, I'm Catherine O'Hara. I look forward to joining you all.
See, I'm just gonna go with balanced. Also, some characters can't be moved, like these three. They can never be removed. For some reason. They also have potentials. Pretty much every single character has 3 to 4 like ultra semi-unique ones, and then their class shares like experience potentials. Yeah, basically what you would be doing is like looking for all of these. I clicked and I meant to press F to see his potentials. And it's like you look at them and then you like see the being around Darksons. Some characters are Darksons. We'll get into that later. And then some of these, yeah, it's like on sand. Also, these things activate at random. These things activate at random at certain points that they are random. So don't. They're there. They're helpful when they happen, but do not make a habit of relying on them because they happen like. A, when do you stand on the desert? When do you stand on sand? B, they're random, so even if you are on sand, it happens. C, this is evasion, which if a sniper was getting shot, you did something wrong by default. So, yeah. But this is useful though. So yeah, usually you'd be looking at them, but I'm just gonna pick like a few from each because most of them have like one good potential and then like bad ones that hurt them. See, I'll just
My name is Susie Evans, sir. I realize I'm inexperienced, but I'll do all I can.
I don't think it matters that much, but
Corin, reporting for duty. Looks like I'll be joining you in Squad 7.
well, you could look a little happy about it. I'm not. I don't know who the meta characters are, to be honest. But yeah.
I'm Cherry Steinen, like with a J. It's silent, but I'm not.
See, I'm just gonna go for balanced at the moment because yeah.
My name's Carl Lanzett, sir. It's a pleasure to join you.
Nice to meet you, Carl. That was Fatalist. Okay. Yeah, and some of these potentials are really weird. When HP reaches a single digit, when most likely you don't reach single digit because you just die immediately after. It's like some of these are weird. So like that one never happens. So
I'm
Yeah.
Ramsey Clement. Hey.
So yeah. 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 How many? 10? Sure. You.
Hello, sir. My name is Nadine. I'm sure I'll be coming to you for help.
Again, it really doesn't matter which ones you pick. It's more so like, which ones do you like the look of?
Hi, I'm Alex Raymond. I look forward to serving with you, Welkin.
Okay, that's the voice of Sonic. Okay, I didn't know that. So yeah, which one? Yeah, which ones do you like?
I'm Edie Nelson. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm sure we'll get along swimmingly.
So yeah, how many do I have? So yeah, but generally my advice is just have more scouts and shock troopers since they're just the best ones, to be honest.
The name's Nina Strice, and I look forward to a good workout out there.
But being perfectly honest, none of this will matter anyway.
Thank you, hello. I'm Ted Ustinov, and I've got some great new material for you.
Okay, well we have... Guess we should get some... Yeah.
The name's Walter Nash, buddy. Pleasure to be working with you.
Hi, Walter.
Hi, my name's Elise Moore. Nice to meet you.
Hi. So yeah, this will, yeah, I guess I'll just, you. Why
My
not?
name's Rosina Selden. I'm in with you guys as of today.
You, you,
Hi, I'm Aisha Newman. Nice to meet you, Mr. Welkin.
and you.
I'm Frasier York, handsome. I know you'll take real good care of me.
Again, none of this really matters. None of this matters. It's...
Well, feel like you've struck a balance? Come back anytime you'd like to adjust your squad. As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye on that list. Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat. They'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field. You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience. Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with. That should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
Wow. Squad leader's a lot of responsibility. Come to think of it, Valdio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
So yeah, none of them. No, to be fair, you can just pick whoever, and it won't matter much. It's just one of those things. Potentials are they just happen so rarely. And let's be honest, the best character in the game just ends up being Alicia anyway, so you just pick her night at a time. To be fair, most of the time you just end up using Walken and Alicia anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Most of the time, yeah, again, you just end up using Alicia as your main scout anyway, so whoever you pick really doesn't matter. But, you know, it's nice hearing the voice lines. And the small amounts of personal information you get eventually when the game decides you can access that. Now we have the headquarters, which was basically what we were in before. Now we can access it anytime through the tab screen, and there we go. So yeah, let's see what goes on. Let's see what's further on now that we're officially part of the army.